Sometimes it's easy to get distracted, especially when you have a large, daunting task in front of you. You run out of energy and your mind starts wandering. In this video, we'll look at some solutions. Set up your environment to minimize distractions coming from the outside. So most telephones have some kind of do not disturb function on them, and you can even hang a do not disturb sign on your door. For sound, you can wear noise-cancelling headphones and even put on white noise to smother out the sounds that might invade. Don't put music on, of course, because you'll just end up listening to the music. Be aware of your peripheral vision and your entire visual field. So if your monitor is completely covered in post-it notes, it's a good idea to take them off and move them aside. If you have a photograph by your computer, move that away too. Maybe your office window has a blind on it that you can close. The most important thing to remember is this: keep your visual space distraction-free. One of the greatest inventions in the universe for focus and concentration is called a Pomodoro timer. This little wonder gives you a period of work and then a little break, and then another period of work and then a little break, and so on throughout the day. The best way to use it is like this. Let's say that you're confident that you could work comfortably for 1 hour without getting distracted. So put your timer at about half that. So you're working for half an hour, then a 5-minute break, then half an hour, 5-minute break, and so on throughout the day. You can keep working distraction-free far longer than if you just attempt to plow through the day. Now, what about that break time? Make sure you switch off completely. So go and get a coffee, listen to your favorite song and dance around the office. It doesn't matter. Just switch off and relax during that time. It's a great way to recharge your focus. Well, this is all great, but what about long-term solutions? How can we train our brains to be just better at focus and concentration? Well, a few things do immediately spring to mind. The first is always get a good night's sleep. The second is always have a breakfast, because hunger can really be a distraction. The third one is get yourself off social media. Constant scrolling has been destroying people's attention span, so get off that or wean yourself off it as much as possible. The final thing is brain training. 3 particular ways of brain training come to mind. The first one is meditation and mindfulness. Now, you don't have to formally learn to meditate. It's perfectly adequate to get yourself a decent app and just do guided meditations. Particularly, I would recommend MindFit for this. You have lots of different options that you can just sit and follow through. The second choice is reading. Many people refer to reading as the lost art. When I was a young man, I used to sit on the train and everybody was reading. Nowadays, everybody's just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It's not good. Next, you have intentional cognitive practice. For this, I would recommend CogniFit. You can go directly to the focus and attention segment and train your brain each and every day, or as often as you like. Constant improvement is necessary for our focus and concentration if we want to sharpen that skill. To learn about this and more, go to www.cognifit.com/employee-wellbeing. This is Brendan Clark for CogniFit. Until next time.